going to a car meet that I'm not really sure how many people are gonna go to, but we have no idea what we're expecting. But we're gonna pull up and see what's good. I heard there might be some cool cars there.
All right, this the shorts, man. Bing! And this man is racing some ghosts in the back. You can't really tell, but he's over here and he's whooping his ass.
Hey, when they coming out? When they coming out? What time?
April 30th, 8 p.m.
Be there or be square, fool.
Or be triangle.
Yeah. April 30th.
They love you, then they hate you, that's the curse.
My twin here. This man will f your bitch. Alright, so we left that car meet. There's probably about, what, 15 cars there?
Something like that.
There's a few cool cars there, but I felt hella awkward recording around people, so that's why I didn't really do that. But we hit up some poop eyes. Poop, poop, poop. You know, I got that chicken tendy. Yo, don't eat in my car.
Bro, this shit is making me transcend.
Bro, I just told you not to eat in my car. So I guess the title of this video is going to be the XHP transmission tune, but I'm also going to put in this guy right here, the Vader Solutions blow-off valve adapter. So as you know, you're supposed to be running a 1/4 line, and on the manifold it's smaller. So I'm going to have to run to Advanced Auto Parts probably and get 2 screws, because you guys follow me on Instagram. I got bags. I got Airlift Performance bags, but they are used, so I got it for a little bit cheaper. It was a good find and I jumped on it. So probably gonna be installing that this weekend. So that'll probably either be next video or 2 videos from now. So keep a lookout for that. This shit looks so clean right here. The dude gave me 2 different tanks. I guess he has this aftermarket one, and then the one that came with it. So my only concern is hopefully my front end will still tuck. I really hope that I don't have to get new wheels, because that would suck. But the same guy who sent me the bags had this laying around, and I just bought it off him with it, but he didn't know where the screws went. So I'm gonna have to go to the store and find some kind of screws that'll work, and get like a foot of 1/4 inch vacuum lines. For everyone in my Apple CarPlay video who hated on me for using my trunk as a table, this is for you. So we have this adapter right here, and then I have these screws that are hopefully gonna work. My air filters are literally horrendously dirty. I should honestly probably just get whole new ones or clean them, because mine are really filthy. You wanna go ahead and take this guy off right here, and this is gonna be the part that we're unscrewing. So with my setup, I have the toggle cube blow-off valve, and I actually have a boost gauge in there. So that's why I'm gonna have a T in there. Mine actually already has 1/4 inch vacuum line right here, but from the T to the manifold is actually the smaller vacuum hosing. So all I have to do, fortunately, is replace this. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop this off, which might be a little bit of a struggle, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it off there and on the connector on the actual manifold itself. This is the red one's the old shit. This is the 1/4 inch vacuum hose. So all I gotta do is put this hose in here like so. And somehow, some magic way, this connector makes it so you can't pull it out. But on the other end, I am gonna use a zip tie just to double check and make sure that it will never fall out, because that would suck. So all I gotta do now is put this end right back on here. Take a T25 and go ahead and remove this thing right here. You are gonna have to cap off the little nipple on the manifold. All right, then you just wanna pull this sensor out. All right, then once you get the sensor removed here, literally all you gotta do is take the adapter. You want the VS facing the front and your vacuum line on the back. So just like that. Then you wanna go ahead and throw the sensor right back on top. It does take a little bit of force because that little green seal in there. So once you get it like that, then you just wanna go ahead and put the hardware in and then tighten it back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the air filter back on and everything, and then show you when it's done. Also make sure you cap off the little OEM nipple part of the manifold where it's supposed to be. You can find vacuum plugs anywhere, like Walmart or any auto parts store locally, so it's not hard to find. So that whole install is done. You can see it's in there now, all hooked up. But I've been meaning to say this for a couple months now, because they sent me this a few months ago. This is a Topdon code reader. This is mainly gonna be for my non-N54 boys who can't use MHD, as you can see. So pretty much it's just an all-around versatile code reader. It's really nice, especially if you don't have MHD already. Even if you do, this is like something you can always just keep in your trunk. So it's got a light, it's able to read codes. It can read smog tests. Fortunately, where I live, I don't even need that. It can read and erase codes. Shout out my Volkswagen boys. Acting like I don't erase my codes like on the daily. Plug it right in here. Hey now. Sheesh. So as you can see, we got all these different kinds of options. So diagnosing, let's see how many codes we get, probably hella. We got None. Probably because I literally erased it all on MHD like earlier today, but you know. Here's where you can erase the codes. You can data stream. O2 sensor test. So here's the listing on Amazon. It'll be linked in the description. $54.99 code. So pretty much, if you don't have an N54 availability, use MHD. I'd highly suggest it. Something that I'm definitely gonna keep in my trunk at all times. So it's gonna go right in there. In case a bad bitch in the parking lot ever has a code, I got you. So if you want to be able to save a bad bitch, get the code reader, you know what I'm saying? Link in the description. Shout out to everyone at Topdon who sent me that. Anyways, so now we're gonna get into the XHP. First thing on the list to do with that is go to your lovely app store. XHP flash tool, I already have it downloaded. So it's on Apple and Android. So we can go ahead and download this right here. And it does sync up to your wireless adapter, whether you have MHD or Thor, or you can connect it via OBD2. It all depends on what you got. Right here, now we're just gonna go ahead and connect it to the car. So make sure that you're connected to your adapter's Wi-Fi. Connecting. Flash license. I think I have to go on the website and buy it. Yeah, so I do. So once you make sure that your car's all connected and stuff, you want to just go on Google and make sure. Shit. Then you want to look up XHP flash tool. And then just click buy license now, and we're looking for, so we got to buy the flash license and then the map package. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy this right here. So it's $182, and then for the actual tune itself it's $185. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy those real quick. Once you buy, you want to hit download license or whatever, and then start off first by using the flash license key, because you have to have that in order to flash any kind of tunes. Alright, now we got the map pack on there. Alright, so while that's doing that, I'm actually gonna like a trickle charger or like a battery maintainer or anything. Definitely want to hook it up there. That way when you're flashing it, your battery doesn't die or anything. Alright, so I got that trickle charger on there now. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in ACC mode. Alright, so connected to the car here. Alright, so you hit the little lightning bolt dude, hit flash, and we're gonna run the 335i Coupe Stage 3. I guess we'll go with the latest version. Well, I hope to God that everything's right. It says it's gonna take 5 minutes to flash. See you in 5 minutes. I've seen that there is launch control on this app too, so I'm pretty excited to see what that's all about on here. Alright, so it says finalizing flash. Please turn off your ignition to continue. Wait 10 seconds, 9 seconds for turning on ignition again. It does say to not really get on it for the first 50 miles, but we might do a little send because we don't really like to listen. But oh, now it's saying turn it back on. Guess it's clearing all the fault codes that it's through. Success. Flash finished successfully. Something I definitely am gonna turn on is the launch control, and I saw in the forums it says 350 foot-pounds of torque is good to start at. Alright, we're gonna do that, and we got all these other shit. Kick down, max RPM, blah 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 blah. Throttle blips. I'm gonna see what's up with gear display. I think I'm gonna leave everything else alone for now. I did more research in the forums, and I'm definitely not gonna dick around in the first 50 miles. I'm definitely gonna baby it for the first 50 miles. So if you want to see the results, probably watch the next video. Got the launch control set up. Now I'm just gonna put the GoPro on and take it on a little rip, see if we can notice a difference. Before I even start the car, XHP ain't paying me shit. Therefore, I'm only gonna be speaking facts here, so we're gonna see the real truth about this tune. It's a good sign that it started up. It went to reverse, which is a great sign. So this is just in regular drive mode, and now it's saying what gear it's in. That's what I selected on there to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in manual mode, like I regularly do. There's a big difference, like everyone's saying. Alright, no cap, I can already tell a huge difference. I'm not even playing. I'm not even trying to be like that. Now, I have been having a problem with my trans where it gets a little sloppy sometimes when I'm really getting on it, and it like jerks real hard. Pause. Anyways, but it does definitely have some hesitation in the stock trans. But right now, I'm actually kind of blown away. This is very on-demand shifting. Jesus Christ, dude. I can already tell it's so much more aggressive. Never been in a supercar, but everyone says it has supercar shifts once you do this, and I think I might agree. Because it definitely is a lot more snappy. Alright, who's trying to get gapped? there. No idea what the that's doing, but we're gonna act like it's doing something. We're gonna be hyped for that too. And we're here for all of it. Like if a 5.0 was out here, I might have to cut my 50 miles short. See, this is where I really just want to rip it, but I'm not gonna. So I know you guys can't really see me shifting over here. I know I have an automatic, I'm a bitch and all that fun stuff, but I am in manual mode. God damn. Dude, the downshifts are literally insane. Like, it's so freaking quick. Dude, the downshift from like 4th to 3rd and then 3rd to 2nd is literally insane. Oh. There's a good little test shot, how quick it was. Jesus Christ, dude. Dude, I think my favorite thing about all this is honestly the downshifts. Because that 4th to 3rd and 3rd to 2nd is just so aggressive. Alright, so I changed my mind. I couldn't help, but I'm definitely gonna try this launch control. So it says all you gotta do is brake boost. I set my thing for 350. I'm not gonna rip it off the launch because I know that's exactly what I'm not supposed to do right now, but I am gonna see if it'll do a little something. It's just doing a burnout. I'm just doing a burnout. If you have traction issues in the, oh my God, there's deer, bruh. Bah! What's up, bitch? Alright, so that's pretty much the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. My opinion on XHP, I think I paid like $270-ish, I think it was. All in all, honestly, was kind of a crazy difference. I really wasn't expecting that. I was recently literally complaining about how sloppy the trans was, like when you hit it from a dig. From just a little bit of driving I was doing, I could already tell there was actually a crazy difference, especially in the downshifting. I was loving the 4th to 3rd. It was like really rev matching or something was going on, and it was making me happy. So as far as that, I would definitely recommend doing that. It was super easy and everything was on my phone, which made it so much easier. So yeah, and then the blow off valve adapter thing, don't really know what it does. I think we got a little bit more sounds in there. I don't really know the whole science behind the performance gains. I'm sure it's like a little bit, you know, it's another thing to add to the Facebook listing when I sell this car. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I apologize for the night filming again. I know this is a crazy number, but we're going for 50K subs by the end of 2021. Plan on going crazy this summer on videos, so don't sleep. That's all I'm saying. Shorts dropping this Friday, April 30th at 8 p.m. Only 10 are selling. From what people have DM'd me, it seems like they're gonna go out pretty fast, so I would recommend jumping on the site right at 8 p.m. if you want a pair. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. Follow me on all my social media. Check out shopwebbys.com and catch you on the flip.